Hi, it's Rita, and today I would like to show you how I use Golden Threads Quilting Paper. If you haven't heard of Golden Threads Quilting Paper, this is what it looks like. It's sort of a goldeny color, and it looks and it feels like onion paper. You can see through it quite easily, and I'm going to trace my design on here, and I want to put it on this quilt. So I'm going to show you how I do that using this Golden Threads Quilting Paper. First of all, I want to show you the quilt, and I want to show you the design I want to put on, and then I'll show you how I do it, and I will stitch it as well. Okay, so on this quilt, I have already done 2 corners, and I want to put this butterfly right here. Whoops, get a better view. This butterfly that you can kind of see right here. And it's not supposed to be that you can see it really well. It's just kind of a white on white thread, so white thread on a white background. That's kind of what I want to do. It just needs some sort of quilting in there. So I want to do this one in, let's see here, in this corner here. I've got 2 corners that I've got to do it in still, and I'm going to show you how I do it. It's super easy and it's super fun. This is actually how I learned to do free motion quilting way back in like 2006, 2007, something like that. So you take your, oh, and I should say this comes in 3 different sizes. So this is 18 inches wide, and it also comes in 12 inches wide and 24 inches wide. And I believe it is a 25-yard roll. So there is lots on here. Let's see here. Under here. So I have my design. This is the design I have, and you can get any design you want. You can get something from the internet. If you see a coloring book that has a design that you like, just pretty much anywhere that you want to. You can even like freehand draw it, whatever. So this is this is the design I want to use. Now, what I'm going to do is I need to flatten this out a little bit. Because you want a flat surface. And I'm going to need to cut. So I'm going to take, I've got my non-fabric scissors. So these are like my stationary paper scissors. And you can tell because there's like a little bow on them. I'm going to take this and I'm going to unroll it just a little bit. I'm going to put it over the design, and I have this felt pen here. Like, you can literally use a felt pen with this. It's not going to go through this and mark it on your quilt. Now, I wouldn't use a Sharpie, but this is a Crayola Ultra Clean washable. You can actually use these to mark your quilts and then wash your quilts and they disappear. I don't go that far. I'm not that crazy, but yes, I do mark it on my on my Golden Threads Quilting Paper. So what I'm going to do is literally just mark out this design. And I have to do 2 of them, so I'm going to do 2 at once right away. So I'm just going to literally take my pen, and what I like to do is outline the quilt block. So I know inside that quilt block what it is, I like all the parameters and stuff, so I kind of know where I can put stuff in the middle or off to the side, whatever like that. So let's have a look here. So, and I'm just doing this freehand. This, you don't need a ruler for this. This is literally just rough and dirty. So there is, oops. There is my triangle. I'm going to do another one down here because I have 2 to do. Do the second triangle off here. Okay, and I'm just going to set this aside. Goes out. Now I'm going to You don't want to cut them out right on the line. You want to like leave some space around them because that is your quilt square. And you'll need to eventually pin this onto your quilt because you're going to stitch right through this, which is one of the amazing things about this Golden Threads quilting paper. You can stitch right through it and it rips off easily after you've stitched on it. It's amazing stuff. Okay, here we go. One triangle and through that. I'm just going to center this. Actually, what I'm going to do is I always like to sort of find the center. So I'm going to fold this triangle in half. So I have and fold it with a fold line. So I have a true center mark. I do suggest using, I have a fine Sharpie that I like to use. You can use like a little bit thicker, but then it's kind of hard to see the line. So you can use a pen, you can use a pencil. I like to use a Sharpie. I said don't use a Sharpie when you're doing it on the quilt, but on here, on like paper, it's totally fine to do. So I'm just going to grab my Sharpie. 1 second. So I have this here. It's I don't know, it's a fine. You're just going to trace this. Now I have folded this in half, so I know where the center is here, like that. So now I'm just going to lay these on top of one another, like so, and I'm going to trace them, and you can have a look as I do that. My machine to do some free motion quilting. So we will go there in just a second while I trace this other one, and then we will head over to the machine and I'll show you how I stitch that. So I have now pinned this in place. You can see I've just put a few pins in here. I just don't want this paper to slide and move around while I'm stitching. So I just need to secure it in a few places, and I'm literally just going to stitch on this blue line where the butterfly is. So I'll take you over to the machine and you can watch me do that. Okay, so we're all set up here at the machine, my Sweet 16, and we're going to free motion quilt this butterfly right through the Golden Threads quilting paper. So I'm going to I'm going to bring the thread up here. I'm going to go all the way down and do the body. And then I'm going to go over and do this wing. I'm going to retrace my steps here a little bit, and then I'm going to do this wing. And then I'm going to retrace my steps all the way to the other end here, and then go back to that first antenna, go up there, and then that is it. So let's get going. I first need to draw my thread up. The bottom thread needs to come up. And right where I put that thread up right down there, I need to put the needle back in that same hole. But I need to hang on to these thread tails, otherwise it'll make a big bird's nest underneath. So let's do that here. Drop that needle down. Going to do a few locking stitches before I start stitching. And while I do those locking stitches, I'm going to hang on to this thread. Always want to stop with the needle down. Now I can cut these threads. Don't have to worry about them. So I'm going to go slow here. So I've now finished quilting it all, and we can now take these pins out and put them away so we don't step on them or whatnot. And now I'm literally just, this has already started to tear just a little bit, but that's okay. I'm literally just going to rip this off. Like so. It comes off so easily. There might be a few little fragments in here. Oh, I can cut that thread off. And you would literally just take some small tweezers, and if there's any little fragments left behind, you might not even be able to see that on camera, but I can see it with my eyeball here, and just get the last little bits gone. And you can just like rub it back and forth like that to get it out. I need to trim this again. There we go. And we're good. And there's, I don't know if you can sort of see it on a shadowy, I'm going to try to put it on a shadowy thing here that shows some shadows, but there you go. That's kind of what it looks like. And you did it with Golden Threads Quilting Paper. Amazing stuff. Totally amazing stuff.